training, 7:30 a.m. every morning. So we are here to learn again. We are here to learn again. So day 25, run a sales system. Run a sales system. Remember, in this chapter we are running, the author of this book is talking about how you can build a simple business system, business made simple, how you can get results productively. And he likened a business to an airplane. And he said an airplane has the overhead where people are seated. You don't understand. So your overhead in business are the things you put into business to get your business running. You got a center, you have a space, you're using a center, you're using a place, you get a place where your people are, where your people are running business, that's overhead. Then aside that, a business must fly on wings, the same way a plane will fly on wings. The wings are the products and services. At the same time, a plane will fly using engine. A small plane has one engine, and a big plane has dual engine. So a plane that has one engine just runs on marketing, while a plane that have two engines runs on marketing and sales. So big planes run on two engines. So today we have looked at the right engine yesterday, and today we are looking at the left engine, sales. Your business cannot grow without sales. If you don't sell what you have, it will be trash. Whatever you have and you call a business, if you don't sell it to people, it will be trash. Now, what is the difference between marketing and sales? Marketing is creating awareness of what you have to offer to people. But sales is sealing the deal, collecting the money. Sales is sealing the deal, collecting the money. Some companies put it together as marketing and sales department. But in some companies, they differentiate it. Marketing and sales, they differentiate it. So in marketing, you can create awareness. But in sales, you collect money. He who buys into the product at the long run is the one that has brought business in. So who buys into your ideas? Who gets registered? When people get registered into your team, that's when you can say you have sold what you have to offer. Are you with me, everybody? So in the real sense, you must understand that sales is very, very important. We are important in the scheme of production, factors of production. That's why we are not the same with everybody. In your life, we are the most important set of people because we are running a sales team. We are creating a sales team. We are strategically creating a sales team that get the PV running, that get the product into the hand of the end users. Some people are into production. Some people are into quality control. Some people are into distribution. Some people are into processing. Some people are in the accounts department. Some people are in the marketing. We are in the sales. And the real money flows through sales. In any company, the real people that make the most money are those who are in their sales. So you must count yourself lucky for being part of the channel of production where the real money flows. Where the real money flows. So in creating sales system, you create a step-by-step path your customers can take to make purchase and monitor the progress of every lead. Can you hear that now? Make purchase and monitor the process of every lead. Lead is every individual that you prospect as potential customers, potential partners, and they progress. It's not just about people coming to your system. You must learn to monitor their progress, that they are growing in the system. Your work is not complete by registering somebody. Your work continues when you make the person progress from one point to another. If you're on this meeting, I want to see your face. I want to know how many people are in this meeting with me. I need to see people who are connected with me, not people who are passerby. So if you're on this meeting, let me see your face. Very important. Very important. We need to be together. If you're on this meeting, don't be a passerby. Don't be a passerby. So in order for the sales engine of our business to produce trust, we are going to need a sales framework and system. That's why every team have a system to work with, a sales framework and a system. That's why one of our system, indeed, the solar network, is numerous. And the most advanced of it all is the investment package. So it's a system that gets every individual to get the products, and it gets these individuals to be able to advance in ranking. That is how to monitor the progress. So it means with the investment system, somebody can come into the system, put money into investments, then get 3 people to join his team, get his money back, and get the 3 people to get 3 people to join their team. They get their money back. And in that format, that person becomes a director in your life. So what does it mean? It means in the real sense, the system of investments can monitor the progress of everybody down the line, ensuring that everybody is getting results, not just putting money in business, but getting the money back, at the same time, getting their new life business running. At the same time, getting their new life business running. So that salesperson needs to take a part. It's not enough to just hire a salesperson and set them free. In our own case, we don't hire, we empower. It's not enough for you to just get somebody in your team and set them free. That person needs a part to take customer down and personal accountability if they are going to excel. So you must be able to make sure that every team members you have, everybody who sign up into your business, they can take each customer down. They can orientate each customer. They can get the products to the last end user. And they can give account of what they do. That's what they call training. You don't just let people be. People must be able to be accountable for their actions. Day-to-day activities. Your team member have to be accountable. If you have team members and you cannot ask them questions, what they do per day, how accountable they are per day, they won't excel, and you too will not excel. It's not a course. So you have to learn to be a leader that holds people accountable, that holds people accountable, that holds people accountable. Later, we will spend a full week in this book learning the Sales Made Simple framework. But for now, ask yourself how much more your salesperson or your entire sales team will produce if they had a step-by-step path. They could guide customer down the line, down along, with metrics allowing them to know which customers were in which stages of the buying journey. A point, of course, is to close more business. That's the point. Closing more business means you are getting more people into your team. Weekly and monthly goals should be established that motivate sales professionals to guide more customers down the path. Can you see that? Weekly and monthly goals. That's why you plan. You set a goal. Set a goal for yourself. Set a goal for your team. You don't understand? Okay, I want to be an investor. I'm doing my investment this week. But at the same time as I'm doing my investment this week, I'm also I need to get at least 3 investors before the end of the month. Okay, I'm getting at least 2 this week. Two. Who are these 2? Okay, before people can become investors in our system, they have to be in the business first. So who are these people that need to join my business? Then they now begin to understand what investment is. You must set goals, and you must set goals for each of your team members. Okay, you make sure you get 2 people on board this week. You get 3 people on board this week. Then celebrate them as they get it to happen. Motivate them. Inspire them. That's why we have Friday general training. Every activities of the week is to be celebrated each Fridays. That's why that training is very important. If you miss that training, you miss the opportunity to be celebrated and see people who have done it during the week and for you to learn from them. Nothing beats experience, and you can't have all the experience. Experience comes from what people do and what people have made as mistake. You cannot have it all. You have to learn it from those who have the experience. So weekly and monthly goals should be established. Now, here is how a sales department should operate. Guys, this is training now. This is how a sales department should operate. How should a sales department operate? Let's look at it together. A step-by-step path of the sales department. Every sales team, remember, we are a sales team. Your team is a sales, and that's why I pity any leader who is not on this meeting. If you call yourself a leader in this system and you're not on this meeting, it's a shame. I mean it. I tell you, it's a shame. Some leaders, they don't put themselves to learn, and they are the one that mislead their team members. Any leader who does not take training as important cannot lead his team well. You don't understand? Some people are just leader by name. They are just leaders by nomenclature. But attitude goes a long way. You're going to be leading a team of multitudes. Do you know what multitude means? Multitude means multi-attitude, multiple attitudes. You that you want to lead a team of multitudes, you don't know that you need to learn how to lead them. We are a sales team. We are a sales team. All of us are a sales team. You are building your own sales team in a sales team. So you must understand that there are guidelines, there are steps you have to follow when you are building your team. There are guidelines you have to follow, hence the team crashes. No matter how good the strategy is, it still takes you, the leader, to run it. So every sales team needs a series of steps to take a qualified lead. Who is a lead? A lead is an identified prospect. So there are steps you follow to take an identified process from a lead to a leader. Before somebody will join your team and the person will become a leader, there are step-by-step process you take the person through. Everybody is not just a leader by default. So every sales team needs a series of steps to take a qualified lead down in order to close a deal. That series of steps could look as simple as this. Number one, qualify the lead. Qualify the lead. Meaning that before, I know all of us listening to me now, you have one or two people on your mind now you want to discuss your business to. But the question is, are they even qualified to be in your business? What makes them qualify? What makes them qualify? Honestly, what makes them qualify to be in your business? Qualify the lead. Qualify the lead. Number two, send the lead information and schedule a call. Can you hear that? A call can be a phone call. A call, can be a meeting. Qualify the lead. You have a prospect. You've seen someone you want to engage to be in your team. Yes, this person can do it. You have qualified the person in your mind. Then the next thing is send the person an information. Hello, what is your take about this? What is your take about investment? What do you think about increasing your wealth? What do you think about increasing money? What do you think about cash flow? And the person said, I'm of the opinion that you're going to make OCNI. You use money to make money. Okay, the person has given you the information. That person is qualified already. It means the person has an understanding he wants to make more money. Then the next thing is, okay, I have an opportunity that can show you more money, but we need to meet. You have scheduled a call. Now, the next thing is engage in an intake meeting. Engage in an intake meeting. Intake meeting is a kind of meeting you do to bring them in. That is intake. That's why they call it opportunity meeting, session. engage in an intake meeting. Intake meeting is where you sit with them and you explain your business procedure. You break it down. That's where you have to be matured and smart in breaking your system down. A salesperson have to be smart in breaking down what the opportunity is all about. Smart enough. If you are not smart enough, you are still not a matured salesperson. If you cannot convince your lead, you are not a matured salesperson. Then number 4, send a proposal highlighting predetermined talking points. Send a proposal highlighting predetermined talking point. That is, you already know what to talk about. Then number 5, enter into the closing sequence. The closing sequence is where the money comes in. Oh, more at this junction, I don't talk finish. What's the next thing? Sign up, upload your money. You must know how to close. You talk and talk and talk and talk. You don't know how to close. Or you are not a salesperson. If all you do is that you know how to present business, but you don't know how to close business, you are not a salesperson. There are many ways to structure the paths, but simply having a path will allow you to set goals and monitor the progress of every single lead. Again, later in this book, I will detail the Sales Made Simple framework that will provide an easy step-by-step path. But the point is to predetermine the path you want to take customers down and be able to count the number of leads at each stage of the path. This same thing goes to customers who wants to buy your products. What do? Identify the person, qualify the person. This person, and he has a health challenge. He will need this product. Then you call the person. Hello, good morning. How's your health? What are you doing about your well-being? How far? Are you feeling better now? What do you feel if you have something to use? Have you been using anything? I'm open. If I say anything to use, I will use. Okay, I have something for you that you can use. And you tell the person, okay, but I need to meet with you. I'll be coming to see you. And eventually, you get there, you talk to the person about what the opportunity is, what the product is all about. You highlight the key points the person needs to look into, that makes the product work effectively for that person. And at the end of the day, you make the person buy. I don't have the money here, but you can still take it. You can pay bit by bit. You can even make the first commitment. But the most important thing is you get started. Any salesperson who cannot close well is not a salesperson. So what makes your business strong is the ability to close well, to close deals. Ability to close deals. Ability to close deals. Now look at this. There are various software tools you can use to monitor which potential clients are at which stage of the relationship. The point is, when you create a step-by-step path for interacting with potential clients, you know more about the customers needs, and so enter into more meaningful relationship, help more customers solve their problems, and close more sales. Do you have a step-by-step path you guide customers down in order to close a sale? And do you know which phase each customer is in so you can interact with them in the most helpful manner possible? If not, create a sales system and serve more customers while increasing overall revenue. Can you hear that now? Create a sales system, serve more prospects, serve more team members, and increase your overall revenue. Everybody that join your team, they start as a customer before they become a leader. Every team member is a customer before they become a leader. That's why every one of us are buying into the products. We are the #1 customer before we become a leader. So business tip for the day: increase sales by creating a step-by-step path to your customers, that path your customers can take. Then monitor the progress of every lead. Monitor the progress of every lead. Tomorrow, we're going to be going to protect cash flow. Hey, I like this part. Protect cash flow. So people will come to business, they will spend their money anyhow. So people will come into business, they will run into debts by the way they spend money. And later they will be blaming the business as the reason why they are broke. You don't understand? You come to business, now you collect your money, now you spend them. Now you run yourself into debt. Now you owe people money where you no pay back. Now you allow interest to be going on the money you borrow to start your business. At the end of the day, who is to take responsibility? You. A lot of people don't protect their cash flow, so we'll be going to that tomorrow. But today, I want to believe we have learned something. If you have learned something, say I've learned something. If you have learned something, type it, I've learned something. I've learned something. Type what you have learned. Let's see. At least you must have learned the simple steps to qualify to get your sales done. Qualify your lead, send the lead information and schedule a call, engage in an intake meeting, send proposal highlighting predetermined talking points, then enter into a closing sequence. Type what you've learned, everybody. I've learned something. Type it, type it, type it, type it. I've learned something. I've learned something. Type what you learn. Type what you learn. Type what you learn. Type what you learn. If truly you have learned something today. If you have learned something today, type. Really, Buddha said, I learned that success is an habit that I need to develop. Queen said, I learned something. Type what you learn. Let's know what you learn. Type what you learn. Everybody, if you have learned something today, type what you have learned. As a salesperson, you must create a path. Your lead will follow. You must create a path. Your lead will follow. So there must be a sequence, a order of doing something. There must be a sequence. You don't just do things in a jabaloo. There must be a sequence. How things are run. There must be a sequence of running things. Keep it coming, please. I want to see what you learn. You know how we'll do it. If you're a new partner just joining this meeting for the first time, type your name and your location. We would like to celebrate you. Akini Stella Mary said, I learned step-by-step paths to success in business. Olushola Fajobi said, a salesperson must be matured enough to highlight all the opportunities in the product. Yes, you have to be mature to highlight the opportunities before people can buy into what you have to offer. They want to know how it will benefit them. Before people can buy into what you have to offer, they want to know how it will benefit them. So as a salesperson, you must be able to highlight the opportunities involved. Otusote said, I learned that cash is not only an investment. Yes. So when you are in business, it's not only cash you invest time, you invest effort. You invest time, you invest effort. That's why you discover that when you see people say, I can put money, but I cannot have time. They can never be your leader. They can never be your leader. That's why network marketing requires the people that put the money and the little time required. You don't understand? Queen said, your success is determined with the level of your commitment to your business. Great one. Olaleye Saxo said, I've learned that as a salesperson, you must know when and how to close the deal. Yes, you must know how to enter the closing sequence. The closing sequence, step by step. How will the money come out from their pockets? You don't understand? Into your own business pockets. Understand that? How will the money come out from their pockets into your own business pockets? It goes a long way. Other people, keep it coming. Tell us what you learn. If you're a team leader, I don't need to call you out. I've not seen some leaders, they've not typed what they learned. Coach Lola, tell us what you learned. Leadership by example. Miss Fatima, tell us what you learned. Every leader that I can see on board, I will be calling your name out. Tell us what you learned. Coach Tolu, tell us what you learned. Boss Lola, tell us what you learned. If you're a leader on this meeting, don't just be there. You have to tell us what you learned. Nika Olatoye, tell us what you learned. So everyone on this meeting, Tokwe Bolutayon, tell us what you learned. If you're a leader, you must have contribution to trainings. Don't just be a bench warmer. Don't be a passerby. Very important. Boluwatife said, aside marketing, our business is a business of sales. A salesperson always come up with strategies to close the deal. Did you learn that? There's a difference between market talking and collecting money. Talking is marketing, collecting money is sales. If you don't learn to collect money, you are only wasting your time. You don't understand. So you have to collect money. Coach Tolu said, learn to close the deal. Coach Lola said, I learned that it's important you qualify your lead. It will help your conversion rates. Stop wasting your time talking to people who are time wasters. When you qualify your lead, you sieve out the time wasters. Ilesami Damilola said, learn to close a deal. Boss Lola said, as salesperson, you must learn how to close deal until the money enter your own business pocket. You have not done anything. Mr. Inka Olache said, pre-qualification of customers is a prerequisite to success in the sales process. Thank you very much. So it is obvious we have all learned something today. Learn to pre-qualify your lead. When you pre-qualify your lead, you'll be able to know whether they are the people who deserve your attention or they don't deserve your attention. God bless my diamond. Aside qualifying your lead, it is also important to learn to close the deal. That's Udwak Johnson. Thank you very much. So it's important when you learn to qualify a lead, you will be able to know whether they deserve your time. Your time is money. Don't waste it on anybody. You can meet people, but when you qualify them, you will know whether they deserve your time to talk to them or they don't deserve it. So you pre-qualify them. And one of the best ways to pre-qualify people is to ask questions. And that's why all these things, if you don't know how to do it, just type it. How can I pre-qualify people? Make a research. Ask your leader questions. They will put you through. Onajobi said, know who are eligible for your business. Yes. You know, when you're talking to the right people, just like Ms. Faith said, it makes your conversion rate easier. It makes your closing easier. You don't understand? When you're presenting your business to somebody who is hungry for success, the person take it so easily. If you're presenting an opportunity to people who are not ready for success, some people will still do your business, but they are not doing it now. They will do it later. So when you pre-qualify them, you will know whether now is the time to talk to them or whether it is later. I want to believe we have learned a lot today. Pre-qualify your lead. Then the next thing you need to do is to set up an appointment, give out information, set up an appointment call. Then after that, take them through an intake meeting. Intake meeting is important. Intake meeting. Then after the intake meeting, the next thing is highlight the real points, the real opportunities. Then afterwards, enter the closing sequence. Very important. Erioloa said, I learned that a step-to-step pathway to business. Bosayo said, sealing a deal crowns the efforts of your power of conversion in your business. Or Jefola Shade said, I learned that in business you don't need to run out of cash, because if you run out of cash, definitely your business will crash. Okay. I don't think that's a training of today, but maybe you are bringing the summary of before to the training of today, but it's still allowed. It's still allowed. So in the research, truly speaking, you don't need to run out of cash, because as a salesperson, sales bring cash into your business. So Oje Folashade is actually right. The more sales you do, the more cash that flows in your business. And the more cash that flows in your business, the more growth. The business that grows is the business that flows more cash. I want to have a business that flows more cash. I want to have a business that flows more cash. You know, I want to have a business that flows the most cash. You don't understand? That is where you have the highest growth in business. Today has been a fantastic day, it's no doubt. And that's why if you have learned something today, take the lessons to your team members, take the lessons to your team. The video of this meeting will be uploaded on YouTube, the YouTube channel. You can copy it from there and replay it to your team members. Let them learn that they need a step-by-step approach. And in fact, you need to use this to do training for your people the more. A team that does not know this step-by-step approach cannot really do well. I have a long note here from Shekoni. I learned that a salesperson, you must know how to create great strategies to run a sales system. I also learned that success is determined to the level of your commitment to your business and create good step pathway to your team members. You're correct. You're correct. That's Rauda. That's Rauda. You're correct. So everyone, take this team trainings to your team. Teach them simple pathways to have an effective sales system. Simple pathway to have an effective sales system. I've really learned a lot today, and I know you have. And make today productive. Today is 14th day of the month. The month has divided already. Hey, all your goals and aspirations for this month, how far have you gone? So far, so good. How far have you gone with goals and aspirations? All that you want to achieve,